Romania abort.
3.
How y'all doing this? I swear, Duke, if you don't...
4.6 in order to take...
These are the quickest recaps you can get on YouTube. And now let's jump into the first one, 911 Nashville, Season 1, Episode 1, Pilot. We start off with Kane Brown performing live in Nashville. Manny, the IT guy, is going to let off some fireworks in spite of warnings about the approaching weather and the high winds, and then a tornado hits. 2 days before, Don Hart and his son Ryan had attended a rodeo. Don tries to tame his horse but struggles, while Ryan says he hasn't had any issues. Blythe Hart, Don's wife, attends the rodeo to support her family. The two set a new record in the roping spot. Don gets thrown off his horse, but he is unhurt. Dixie suggested that Blue go back to the firehouse and work for them. As the storm approaches, Tyler and Roxy are getting supplies ready. Blue will be joining the fire department soon, according to Dawn. The storm rages on. Ken Brown guides the firefighters to concert goers and staff who need help. Some become stuck under a tarp, and Ryan puts Blue on H2O. The team wants people to seek cover as the tornado approaches. The father of a tiny child who is not responding is helped by Tyler and Roxy. When doctors take the air out of his lungs, he becomes completely cognizant. The crew has 8 minutes to get the ensnared people off the scaffolding. Even when Kamin instructs the 113 to seek cover until the tornado passes, Dawn won't let the victims be concealed by the scaffolding. Dawn calls on everyone to assist in lifting the scaffolding by hand until Ken Brown finds more volunteers. Even with all the troops, still it's not enough. With everyone's help though, they lift it high enough to bring everyone out. Before seeking shelter, one last victim begs out for help.
Respiratory and with every suture and staple. And when?
Do not leave the marked safe zone.
Listen, something happened at the hospital and you're to hear.
In 8 hours you do, yeah.
We just...
I can't feel my right arm, so
I'm more worried about Parker.
Jumping to number 2 of our watch list this week is Grey's Anatomy Season 22, Episode 1, Only the Strong Survive. Grey's Anatomy Season 22 quickly opens with the firefighters inside a burning condominium. The surgical room next to the bomb site is where we cut to the scene. Jules gets up to witness the destruction, which finds Beltran wedged against a wall and debris everywhere. On the hospital operating room floor, Owen is issuing his own orders. Ben rushes to the ground to see whether Bailey has seen him, but Owen hasn't. Fortunately, Bailey departs right away to tenderly embrace her husband and deliver the heartbreaking news that Link is experiencing some troubles. Even though he is aware, it is clear that he is in danger since he is buried by the rubble. Link even seems to know this since he can't save his right arm and it looks like some of the beam has gone through the collarbone. Meanwhile, Adams and Blue continue to try to save Nora's life. At the clinic, Meredith is tending to Danny, injured in turn. Meredith points out that they have to make sure the hospital stays intact, but her biggest worry is if she'll be able to go back to work the next day. At the end of Grey's Anatomy Season 21 season finale, Ben received medical treatment from the hospital and was sent home. Given the current situation, Teddy recognizes that Ben is the best person to live with the other residents. She will allow him to finish his residency program at Grey Solomon Memorial. When Danny wakes up in the clinic, she believes the entire event was a nightmare. It's funny that she didn't even know Meredith Grey was the surgeon doing the surgery. In order to evaluate the damage, Meredith and Weber go back to the operating room floor. In the end, when Weber finds out that the OR floor will probably be useless for weeks, he offers Meredith an option.
You'll find hope again.
Varios de mis hombres fueron atacados y dados.
Yeah, the old Gothic neighborhood.
Great. My mother cried.
No rest?
That's Daryl. 3/10 of...
Mientras esperamos, voy a ir a ver. Eres guapo ya.
Decidieron darle cada día un animal.
3 on our watch list this week is The Walking Dead. Daryl, Dixon, Season 3, Episode 6, Contrabando. In order to rescue Elena, the wife of El Cazar's leader Guillermo, Paz joins Daryl at the start of the episode, but Daryl does not know this. He saw Paz's conversation with Elena, but he didn't know her name or the extent of their romantic connection. To save Justina and Paz's friend, Paz asks others who fled their village due to the offenders for help. In the midst of the ensuing chaos of gunshots and deaths, Daryl and Paz find Justina and another girl trapped in a cage in the back of a car. Paz's friend finds a rocket launcher and prepares to fire it at Guillermo's car since she is so focused on killing the heir apparent. Caro is prepared to attack him if necessary, but Antonio intervenes, causing a stir and accusing Fede of misleading his supporters. Fede releases Caro without doing a complete inspection of the truck in order to deal with Antonio. Throughout the season, Daryl recalls a childhood incident in which he abandoned his home in a camper following orders from his mother and Molly because he was scared of his violent father.
Run! Run! 2,000 feet! No!
For the Noah watch list, The Last Frontier Season 1, Episode 1, Blue Skies. The first episode of The Last Frontier begins in Alaska's Eielson Air Force Base. A dangerous prisoner is taken on a rerouted prison transport with armed guards across the airstrip. A man named Havelock is the prisoner, and things quickly go horribly wrong. Despite being hooded, disguised, and chained, he manages to break free just as an explosion blasts the plane's hull into pieces. Officers Hutch and Donnie accompany Frank as they fly up north in a helicopter to inspect the crash scene. A tower south of Vanity broadcasts an SOS signal. Given that this might be Havelock's creation, it doesn't seem good. As it happens, the previous officer survived the collision. Since the original cop was dead and was wearing prison attire, Havelock is actually acting as a federal officer. Unfortunately, Sarah, Frank's partner, is the hospital nurse who is responsible for his care, and she unintentionally puts herself in danger. Havelock and Sarah are gone when Frank arrives. Havelock destroys the radio tower, resulting in the total loss of internet and cell connectivity.
From this place, Sarah. Get away from me.
This is wrong.
Listen to me. Listen. You can do this.
What are we here to do today?
Of course, Your Honor, understood.
Let's bring...
Clean. And had been for a hospital murdered my client's son.
Mr. But that said,
Evidence, he has to produce it here, and...
Leo, what the hell?
Fifth on our watch list is the Rainmaker, episode 9. In the morning, Rudy allows Bruiser to enter Yogi's. She offers to take the second chair for him now that Lehman is gone before he can tell her about Preacher. Rudy is caught off surprise. As he recovers, he explains that he didn't call her for that reason. They discover Deck in the cellar, offering a pop can with a straw so he can drink. Deck is told by Bruiser to call Paul Tillo back upstairs and offer him the case of a lifetime in return for 30 minutes of questioning time about Preacher. She calls Preacher's attorney Nunley. Preacher claims on the stand that he used 500 milligrams of morphine to kill Donnie Ray Black. He goes on to say that since he hadn't been caught the previous time, he wasn't concerned about getting caught this time. Preacher disputes that he would never harm his mother when Rudy brings up the arson that killed her. While the court is in recess, Rudy locates Sarah. He gives her the option to leave the lawsuit. She dismisses him and his assistants after realizing that he is attempting to save her. He taught her to never back down from a fight. She reminded him. Dot informs them that a sizable portion of her funds will be donated to the rehab facility that assisted Donnie Ray in becoming clean. Additionally, she reveals that she gave Daisy a sister dog, Bruiser. They need a cook, and Rudy discloses that he purchased Yogi's. Butch was employed by him to manage it. Butch offers Dot the job as the cook. Rudy is pulled aside by Deck, who announces that he has made the decision to once again retake the bar exam. Rudy offers him his lucky token to help him control his nerves, and eventually he appreciates it. Brad enters the prison's fitness room, appearing frightened. He is standing with his back to the wall, carefully assessing the room's threat level. When he notices Preacher standing across the room, staring directly at him, Brad gestures a little and Preacher simply stares.
Come on, go to your hurt.
We're pulling out through.
Move! But they need water. Come on.
My family in there.
Rescue.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. No!
Mom and your grandfather are on you.
Cut the hell out of my face doing it. It's all about finding the fix.
And Will.
I can't even picture him right.
Sixth on our watch list is Fire Country, Season 4, Episode 1, Goodbye for Now. Vince Leon, Sharon Leon, and Walter Leon are stranded inside Buena Vista facility building while the fire rages on this Fire Country episode. Bob Leon is struggling to enter his parents' house. Walter and Sharon are taken to the hospital by Jake and the others. Vince is eventually located, but he fails to arrive. When Bod is finally free, Manny Perez informs him that his grandfather and mother are en route to the hospital. Bod delivers the funeral speech as Vince's funeral procession passes through the town. Bod claims that discovering the solution to every problem was his father's legacy, and he intends to uphold the objective for as long as he lives. When Luke returns, he informs Sharon that she and Walter had experienced a similar situation. Eve intends to persuade the superiors to let them reconstruct Three Rock once they return to the station. Telling Bod that she still loves him is something Gabby must do. Bod assures her that their issue has never been love. Bod receives a pin from Gabby that belonged to Vince. Bod, however, is unsure on how to bid her farewell. Gabby leaves after Bod gives her an embrace. Bod finds the tablets he claimed to have thrown away when he enters his locker. When Sharon, who is now 42, recognizes they lack a leader, it works and Luke and Sharon quarrel. The man they appointed battalion head is not someone Sharon wants.
One's very rare. You blind son of a...
So, where's the detective?
Not here yet, don't.
Well, I think I know.
Can we speak to someone who's in charge here? This.
Help you!
I'm trying to figure out now.
He was just here.
Love toy stores, don't you?
A bit of a hurry, please.
Just wrapping it
Now,
Just
go.
put down the gun, all right? That's my gun.
Is Elsbeth in there? What was the name?
Nolan, manager Patrick, was holding the... I don't speak poker, but I get it.
Seventh and last on our list is Elsbeth, Season 3, Episode 2, Doll Day Afternoon. The opening scene of Doll Day Afternoon shows two guys engaging in a dubious deal. A package containing a crazy spirited edition doll, or at least that's what it's supposed to be, is handed over after one slips the other a $6,000 bundle for the goods, and the trunk is opened. The doll that Nolan Hurst is looking for has been replaced with another by the dealer, Patrick Palmer, the manager of the toy business. That won't work, and Patrick falls and cracks his head open on a nearby cement brick, instantly killing him as Nolan tries to retrieve his money back. Panicked, Nolan scans the area, shuts the car's trunk, and speeds off. Nolan hears Elsbeth yell as he uses his own megaphone to address Tully about his demands. Nolan sends Clarice away since she has become seriously unwell and requires medical attention. Meanwhile, Tully orders a sharpshooter to eliminate Nolan. Wagner tries to talk him out of it, but the chief approves of Tully's plan despite the fact that Tully's previous use of the same strategy resulted in the death of a hostage. However, Elsbeth throws Nolan to the ground when she notices the distinctive red dot of a sniper's rifle on his forehead. After speaking with Elsbeth via the nannycam, Wagner confirms Nolan's belief that Tully wants him dead. Elsbeth will need to find a method to avoid making Nolan a target if she hopes to get everyone out safely. That's it for today on New Episodes Watchlist. Thank you for watching. I'm Alex, signing out.